Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of, well, most ages, welcome back to another Let's Play with Weng. I am your host, SlickWeng. Done a little bit of tweaking since the last episode. Changed this a little bit around. I'll show you that in a second. This thing is just cranking. It's actually just waiting for slag, really. But we've got a good bit. I've taken probably 5 or 6 stacks out of that thing already. So doing pretty good, I think. Changed it around a little bit. Wow, got a lag spike? Yeah, a little lag spike. What we've done, let's go into bat mode. Get back there a little better. See. What we've done, if you remember in the last episode, I had the locker that I put on kind of the other side there. Well, what I've done is rerouted that thing. I let it run for, oh, Lordy, got too close. I let it run for a little bit to see what kind of stuff it would pop out, and then I made my decisions as to what I think I would like. So what it does is it runs over here, boom, to that locker, which is on the openings on the other side here, and then anything else will run right here. So what we will have, run around here, boop. Yeah, that's basically it. Why am I keeping the mud balls? Well, mostly because I learned. Let's go back into me mode. Who wants to be SlickWeng? I want to be SlickWeng. Check it out. I can throw them like snowballs. Go. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. We'll play around with that, see if there's something fun we can do with it. You may have noticed this big-ass hole. Like I said, this is going to be my factory room, so we're going to have factory stuff all lining the walls. And this is no exception. I had to leave this open just to show you guys. I start digging into this, and how high cavern, giant cavern. So we built a little bit of stuff over this cavern. So yeah, that's basically about what's been going on. This place needs a good cleaning, and I think one of the things that's really going to have to happen is a sorting system. Hopefully I can get to that at some point. By the way, my recording of this is like way past my bedtime. I'm recording this at like 11:30 at night. I usually go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I am a early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. So yeah, it's like we're having a slumber party. I hope you guys are excited. I'm in my jammies. I hope you are too. This room, pretty awesome. A lot of stuff going on here. Check it out. What we've done, I haven't finished running power up here yet, but I've kind of got this wired. We have lava running all the way down, all underground, comes on over to here to fill this set of tanks. This set of tanks, this smeltery, what we're going to do, let's show you. I got to thinking, and actually one of the things that I really want to do, and part of what motivated me to make the clay, is Flans mod. I want to make some guns. I think they're cool. Guns are cool. So yeah, kids, guns, they're cool. If you don't have guns, you're not cool. No, not really. But yeah, I wanted to make flan stuff, and it requires a buttload of iron. So I went out, I did some exploring, and if you guys have seen these little guys, they are, oh, you know what? We need to get, before we get too carried away, I don't want them running off. Let's put you over here. Boom! Check them out. Yeah. Crazy Enderman, whatever he is. This is from Darwin's mod. And then we have Squirtle. Hey, what are you doing? Get down. Get down with your bad self. Um, so that guy's basically an Enderman, but he doesn't have any cool Enderman power, so he can't go anywhere. Um, Release? No, we want capture. So let me just capture you. He drops ender pearls. And if you recall in last episode, I don't have an ender farm, so ender pearls are way more valuable than like diamonds. Way more valuable. Squirtle here, he drops iron tools. I played around with the design that I'm going with here, a little bit in a creative testing world, and I actually got these guys to drop iron shovels, iron picks, and iron axes. So what's going to happen, I'm going to have these little guys right in here. We have a breeder, which I'll kind of show you how that works. We have a breeder. We're going to make a chronotyper here in a second. Chronotyper is pretty neat. What it does, well, you know what? Let's make one, and I'll show you. Let's go over here. Man, the server has been awfully laggy lately. And the sad thing is, it seems like more and more I'm the only guy on here. So I don't see that getting fixed anytime soon, unfortunately. We need purple trees. Oh, check this out real quick. I was playing around with my new buddy, the Unifier. Purple stained, whatever, stained saplings. Boop, turns into dye. Just in case you have a recipe that doesn't let the saplings work. So dyes, and you guys. Bam. Chronotyper. Chrono, meaning time, something along those lines. Basically what this thing does, I think I've got it the right way. Did I bring my hammer? I didn't bring my hammer, but that's okay. Basically what it does, I'm pretty sure this is the side. One of the sides looks at the entities on this side. And we'll show you the interface here, moving babies or adults. So basically what it's going to do is it'll take anything within a 5x5 area, and if it's a baby, it'll push it to the other side of the block. So we have basically here a grinder. So here's a killing chamber. So over here, we're probably going to need to set up a little wheat farm, stuff like that. But you can basically put these guys right in here and just pump them full of wheat, and it'll sit there and let them breed. The babies will boop, pop over here, and they'll grow up and get killed, and their drops will go into here to be sorted, smelted, and taken away. Same thing's going to go on for the Enderman guys. Those guys will pop over here. They're little babies. Pop right over here, get killed, and their little ender pearls will be sorted. And so far, I think what I'm going to do is put lockers right here. I like lockers. They're like one of my favorite storage items. So one of the things we've run into, you may have noticed I only have one of each. You can't breed one of each, and I don't exactly have auto spawner set up yet. So we are gonna have to go hunting and go find some more guys. So I'm gonna go gather up some more safari balls, and I'll see you guys in a second. Be very quiet. We're hunting Squirtle. Dun 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 dun. Kill shot. Nailed it. You know what? I have a couple extras. Why not? Let's just get two of you guys. Hopefully we find two ender guys. Now I know I saw these little guys. I think they actually, is this, yeah, I think they just spawn on beach biomes. So just keep eyes out for beach biomes. It doesn't mean close to the water, you know, because like this is close to the water, but oh, we have an Enderman. Maybe he wandered. I don't know. That's my theory. I could be wrong. I'm not terribly educated on this mod. What? Really? He must have a small hit marker. Got him. Okay. We need one more Enderman guy. So I'm going to cruise along the coast here and be back with you when we find him. Oh, dang. Whoa. Dude, these guys are straight up fighting skeletons. Oh, that is awesome. Get some. I wonder if you can like train them to be your helpers, like little guard dogs. Can you imagine a fleet of like guard squirtles? That would be epic. We now have our extra guys. So we are now going to head back to the base and get cracking. How long does it take for old Wengy to... Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to prevent that. What I was going to say, how long does it take old Wengy to get a full inventory? 2.2 seconds. Check this out. So I just came in here and had a guy spawn. F7. Boop. If you're playing this, press that button, and as you walk through and kind of get close, there we go. You might see some red or some yellow. We won't see any yellow here. Red X's means guys can spawn there all the time, 24/7. Bad guys can show up and wreck your life. If you see yellow ones, it means bad guys can spawn there, but only at night, so the sun will prevent them from spawning. So when you're working on a base, it's a good idea. Just tap quick little F7. I don't think they can actually spawn in there. Quick little F7. It'll show you where they can spawn. Keep yourself safe. So handy little trick. Might create a bit of a frame rate drop for you if you do that. So just keep that in mind. Okay. What I've done, I hollowed out a little spot there. And I will show you why in a second. Let's get here. I hope this is going to work. I didn't test it. Nope. Didn't work. Why you no work? Dang. I was hoping I could take the white stained saplings and they would turn into bone meal for us with the unifier. No such luck. So I will go get some bones. In fact, let's just take these ones here real quick for demonstration purposes. We are going to make up some fertilized soil, which, as you may know, is one of my favoriteest things. I don't plant anything really without fertilized soil. Okay, well, let's put all this stuff back here since we can't do much more with it. This is going to be where our little farm is going to be, because I really don't feel like having to come down and manually throw wheat into these lockers and do all that mess. So, come on. Keep up with me. Keep up. We need... Yeah, we'll do it that way. Do I have? I do have. I have a complete thought. What about that? How about that? That would be awesome. I'm going to show you guys real quick how to hide that. There's a reason I use these blocks. Number one, I do think they look cool. But when you micro block, check this out. This is just micro blocks. I'll break it apart for you. So you can hide whatever you need, and it looks exactly the same as the rest. You can do that with like the futuristic armor plating, some of those blocks. But if you're using these, nope, they don't connect the textures. It kind of messes up the flow. But if you use these, you can hide all kinds of things, and it'll look nice and pretty. So this is going to be where our planter system goes. So real quick, let's just pretend the power of imagination. Boop. Yay! Wheat farm. Not really. I'm gonna actually make a real wheat farm, and it's gonna pump off here and feed into these two lockers. I'm gonna have it set up to be probably do the roundabout to just pump into here. I'm hoping that it keeps up. And I think that really is going to be a function of how many mobs I have on the breed side. So I'll kind of just have to play around with it. I'm hoping to just do 4 per side, and I think that'll be enough. I'm wiring up here for a shutoff. That way we can turn this thing off if we need to. So let's just get to building this thing up. Bonk. And while I do this, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about goals. I am big into setting goals. I think it's very important to set goals. Set goals that make sense. So I don't think you'll really ever hear me say my goal is to never or my goal is to always, because you're kind of setting yourself up for failure there. I mean, there are very few things in the world that you can say never or always. Yeah, there's just exceptions to every rule. So I don't think you'll typically hear me talk about that, but I do have one really big goal, at least for this YouTube channel. I want to, by the end of this summer, I want to hit 100 subscribers. It doesn't sound a lot, but I think as a new channel, that's actually kind of a big deal. I was getting a little frustrated the other day. I'll admit it, getting a little frustrated. Not with you guys by any means. My frustration was just I don't know. I have to be progressing. That's just kind of my thing, and I'm probably my worst critic when it comes to that. Just feeling like I need to be rock and rolling. I need to be moving forward all the time. And if I'm not, it drives me nuts. So I was getting a little frustrated with the channel, feeling like, by now I should be getting more views, more subscribers. So I was kind of bummed, and kind of kicking myself a little bit, maybe unjustly so. I don't know. But Pungence, if you guys watch the B Team guys, generic B, drawing a blank, B00, those guys, B00's brother, Pungence, and I'll put a link to his video in the description. Pungence recently, I think he hit 100,000 subscribers, and he had a very special announcement. And his announcement was that he was going full-time on YouTube. I mean, so basically, this is a guy who I think he'd been doing it for 3 years. Don't quote me on that. Could be wrong. But 3 years into it, and he basically just got to a point where he said, I can quit my job and just do YouTube full time. And that fired me up. Not that I want to quit my job and do YouTube full time, but I do want to reach a level of success. And seeing someone who is successful, that inspires me. So I got reinvigorated. I was stoked to hear that. That's great news for him. I haven't been a big follower of Pungence, but what I've seen, I've kind of enjoyed. Honestly, he kind of reminds me of a couple buddies I used to hang out with, and I kind of miss those days. Something that happens when you're a grown-up is you kind of stop hanging out and doing stuff. Life just starts happening. Nothing really wrong with that, but oh my God, wow, I can't type and talk at the same time. That's incredible. I was really only aiming for one key too. Um, so yeah, that just got me fired up. So I really appreciate those of you that have been watching. That is absolutely awesome. I hope that I'm doing well enough for you guys that you feel the urge to share the channel, tell other people about it. And if I'm not, I want to hear. I want to know what's going on. Um, hmm. No copper? How do I not have any copper? Lordy. So yeah, if I'm doing something you guys aren't quite digging, let me know. I'll be honest with you. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to change it, because that might just be one of those things where I go, yeah, but that's me. I can't tell you. Um, I don't like making those kind of promises. Um, So big thank you to you guys that have been watching. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. So yeah, goal setting. Really want to reach 100 subscribers. Um, my goal, honestly, got a new baby on the way. If you guys haven't heard that, really excited for that. However, fun fact, babies are expensive. They are very expensive. We are doing the birth center birth, not going through the typical hospital, so insurance-wise, we're actually footing a lot of that bill. So baby ain't even here yet, and it's already cost me a good chunk of change. But not really complaining. I guess I kind of am. I don't mean to be complaining, but babies are expensive. That's all I'm saying. And if I can turn this YouTube channel into something that, let's just say, pays for childcare, I would say mission accomplished. Because childcare is expensive too. Um, not to mention clothes and all that stuff. So all you kids out there, all you youngsters, before you start thinking, I'm grown up, I can handle having kids, that ain't no thing, I don't need to use protection, you think again. Think again. Way expensive. You find yourself taking on a whole lot more work just to pay for the basics. Things that you just have to do. But yeah, so think about that. If you guys have any tips for how to grow this channel, I am all ears. I've been kicking around doing maybe a couple other games, maybe not just Minecraft. A lot of the folks from this server have started playing one of the mod packs, Terra Firma Craft. It's pretty wicked. I kind of did a little poking around and reading up on it, and it is like ultra hardcore. Like gotta bang your tools out of stone, and food spoils and things like that. Like it's real life Minecraft almost. So pretty crazy. I was thinking about playing that a little bit, see what you guys think. Maybe some first-person shooter, something like that. Do I like you? I kind of feel like, yeah, well, maybe with the locker in there, that'll be okay. Maybe that'll, should I put the locker up high? Put the locker right there. We'll leave it notched out. We'll see how we like it. So yeah, that's my goal setting thing. I do a lot of goal setting things just in life, because like I said, it's very important. If you're one of those people who just kind of goes through life and just, stuff will happen. It'll happen when it happens. Eh, not to knock on you, but my experience, not really how the world works. You gotta go out there and you just gotta grab it by the balls, pardon my French. But I mean, you gotta go after it. You gotta get it. If you want something, you need to just make it happen. Um, and you gotta set those goals. If you don't set goals, I'm doing some training at work that is just really inspiring me, just in my personal life. Yeah, it's work training, but it's really clicking with me personally, um, and it's about goal setting and visualization. There is I guess I want to call it a theory in psychology. It's called experiential theory, I believe it is. But basically, we all know that we learn by experiencing things, right? Well, the experiential theory, they kind of took that one step further and said, if you just in your mind keep reiterating something and kind of visualizing it and going through it in your head as if it were actually happening, um, your mind itself will kind of piece that together, and you'll actually learn more about it just by basically just imagining that it's happened. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, and I'm doing that in a few different areas of my life. I'd like to hear from you guys. What kind of areas you think that might work for you? Um, maybe it's making more money. Maybe it's getting better grades. I don't know. There's a million different things that I'm sure we can all improve on. So you guys try that. Try that. Just visualize. I mean, literally visualize what it's like when whatever that thing is that you feel you need to improve on when it's done. So if it's better grades, maybe visualize getting like I don't know, what do they do for good grades? Like honor roll, getting like an honor roll certificate, whatever your school is. If it's making more money, visualize how your life would be different with that bit of more money. If it's an extra 100, 200, $300 a month or whatever it may be for you, visualize that and keep playing that over, and let me know if you guys see any change in that aspect of your life. Enough rambling. I try to throw the personal thing in because this is kind of like my like I said, I don't know, in episode 2 or so, this is like my therapy session basically. I kind of just um, hash things out in my own head, use you guys as a sounding board. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. If you don't, let me know. Maybe I try and cut it back. I won't cut it out. That's one of those things. Like I said, I won't promise that I will change it, but maybe I take it into account. So here's what we've got. I'm going to put some glass in here. We will pop our little guys in there. I am going to need to go get some bones and craft this stuff up, and get that all piped and wired and all that fun stuff. So let me go do that, and I will be right back and show you guys where we're at. Ta-da! Oh man, it's time for some good coffee. This thing is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Know how I said I go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock? It's almost 1 a.m. But on the bright side, I do this for you guys, so I do this for you. We have our little wheat field going, a little mini wheat field. I'm really doubting that this is going to keep up with what we need. So I might have to expand that later, but I won't bore you guys with that bit. What I have changed around. So we have our item duct coming off of here, which is always on, comes down. We have, can I click you from here? Yes. Whitelisted going into the planter is seeds. Now, you'll notice it also runs off down here. That goes, get out of there. That goes all the way down here. I figure I'll just have a deep storage unit full of seeds at some point. Call me greedy. Do that. Call me greedy. Doesn't bother me. So any overflow seeds will flow, and we'll just have plethora down there. I have some plans. Might do it next episode for some farming stuff. Ooh, we harvesting. So our wheat, which is not whitelisted. Oh, I didn't whitelist it because number one, I was running low on pneumatic servos. Number two, I figure this thing's only going to pull wheat and seeds. Seeds are whitelisted, so anything else should go over here into this chest, which it looks like it is. Now the other thing I've done, set up a round robin here with a timer. This thing is set to 30 seconds. I figure maybe that'll help. We have 2 in here. Let's see what happens. 2 are still in there. Maybe it's because stack size is 64. I don't know. I might have to play with that. I'm kind of in that mode where I'm just tired. So maybe I have to change that to a sequencer, so this is a longer pulse to actually pull the items. Or I might use I think there's one called a pulse lengthener, I think. Pulse former. That might be it. I don't know. I'll play around with it and get that figured out. But I'm thinking wheat comes down here. We start filling this chest up. Then we do a round robin. So I'm hoping this thing's moving. Yeah, that thing's going to have to be much bigger. I'm hoping this thing is moving like quarter stack of wheat at a time. So round robin means it's going to send an item to every single stop in the system. So from this output, it'll look for every single input. They're very smart this way. Very smart ducts. So we have 2. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to split. It'll send half of the items to here, the other half all the way over to this one. So that should be feeding both of these. Why aren't you pulling anything out yet? Oh, because it has nowhere to go. That's right. I still have to set up that breeder. So this will be our Enderman. I don't know what we should call them. Should we call them Enderman? I don't know. Think about that. I don't know if they actually have a name, but they kind of crack me up with their crazy flailing arms. Let's finish this wall out here real quick. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, closed you in. Man, I had another idea pop into my head for something that we need to do as part of an episode. My to-do list and my goals for this channel and my projects, holy smokes, they just keep coming. I did these glass covers because I want to see them. I want to see the happy ones. I want to see the love. And I set them back in there because, I don't know, maybe I want to put like a flower pot or one of these guys. Yeah, breakfast. Fried egg and bacon. Maybe I want to put that here while I watch the dudes, breed. That sounds just twisted. Let's get it popping. Boop, boop, boop. Get out, get out. Okay. Let's quick and seal it up. I don't want you guys escaping under no circumstances. So there you have it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you around. Uh-oh. Nope. I'm turning it around because I don't want it to actually do anything yet. I could turn it off with the redstone signal, but whatever. It's still in work mode. I want to breed a few more of these guys in here. So let's make some magic happen. Feed them. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Watch the love. Look. Oh, it's a little gross shoebox. Look at them. Shoeboxes with shells. Quick little babies. The really cool thing about these guys, they're the time it takes for them to go from baby to adult, as well as the time it takes for them to be ready to breed again, those two times are almost exactly the same, and it's really short. Like, just my talking about it here, you're probably going to see them be ready to breed here any second. So this should be pretty quick. I have a feeling the biggest limiter is going to be my ability to produce wheat for these guys. I wonder if they eat anything else. I didn't really test that. So, oh, that reminds me of the other thing. See how I'm getting XP? One thing that I'm going to put in there, and I'm not going to do it on this one because it's late and I don't think you guys want to watch anymore. I'm going to put a liquid XP collector in there. So that will pull liquid XP actually from both of these places. So we will be gaining liquid XP. Excuse me. We'll pull liquid XP from the breeding side, and on the grinder side we're going to be pulling mob essence. And I have a couple ideas. I think I want to do... There's an enderman in here. There was. I think I want to do a mob essence like auto spawner setup on this wall right here. I have a couple of ideas and I played around with a few things, like being able to just put the mob that you want to spawn in a chest, hit the button, and then it'll pull with an item duct out of the auto spawner and put the new mob in. Kind of played around with it, haven't found something that I really like. What? Oh man. 1 a.m. Server reset. Be right back to wrap this thing up. And after a brief break, we are back. I better turn this thing off. Good gravy. Like rabbits they are. But check it out. It was started off 3 identical dudes, but we are seeing some variations. I think that's kind of the whole thing with the Darwin mod is, I might have to kill a few of you. There's too many. They breed so fast. See, but like, check that guy. He's probably got like some kind of Enderman gene or something. I bet he'll end up like making babies that drop Ender pearls or something like that. I don't know. But as long as you guys drop it iron shovels and picks and hoes and... What? You got a creeper face? Oh, that's cool. I wonder... maybe I'll try and pull you out later. And get just you. I'm kind of curious. To see what you do. So that is gonna do it for, what are we on now? Episode 7, I think it is. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I am always open to suggestions. Got a couple ideas brewing. Yeah, honestly, I'm super tired right now. So I'm gonna just kill this thing. We gonna make it done. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm gonna go sleep now. Have a good night, and hope you enjoyed the SlickWeng Slumber Party.